Life is a winding road, no telling where.
Well, hello everyone, my crafters. How are you doing today? This is your April 15th, 2020 craft. And today we're going a little shabby chic. So you're going to need a wreath, a wire wreath like this. You're going to need some material. Now, I am using old sheets, so this really can be inexpensive. Okay, some sheets and maybe some yarn. We might be adding a little bit of this in. We'll see. Pair of scissors, and that's it. That's all you're gonna need for this. Let's get to it. So the first order of business is to rip up your sheets. So I have basically what I do, because I make banners. You can make a banner with this very easily as well. So I sell my banners and my wreaths. And so what I'll do is when I'm watching a Netflix or a movie or something, I'll cut the material up and then I have it all pre-ready, okay? So I do have some of these already. This is kind of the width that we're gonna go for. And it's probably 2.5 inches maybe. All right, so let me put this aside and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to do this. And literally you can be doing this while you're watching TV, okay? Obviously you're gonna wash your sheets, get it all ready. Sometimes you might wanna dye it. Maybe we'll go into that on another craft. So all you're gonna do is you got your sheet, right? And you're gonna cut just a little bit, okay? So you're just cutting just a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make that right across. So these little cuts right across. Best if you have a pair of scissors that's only being used for fabric. I have those, but can I find them? No. I thought they were in, actually I have a vintage sewing machine and I actually got the scissors. They are vintage scissors, oh my. They're vintage scissors from my sewing machine that I got. I was surprised that they still work. They still work, they're awesome. Okay, so I've got that, right? So I've got them all across the length that I want, the width I should say. And then, this is the fun part. You just rip. That's it. There you go, you have your strip. We want the fraying, okay? But you are gonna have to take a little bit of the thread off. That's the whole best part about this kind of wreath, okay? So there you go. Just like that. And then I'll put that aside. So what I do for efficiency is I'll rip everything and then I start pulling all the threads off, okay? So let me show you that again. So you just rip. This is why I say to do it while you're watching a show. And when you do this, you've got to, you need to have material. Some materials you can't rip. So you want a material that you can. And it's usually like I'm not the best person to talk about types of fabric. I do know bed sheets work really well. And I also have, these I got from Hobby Lobby when I took a trip. And I think, does it say what it is? I guess it's just like a cotton. What I would do if you are gonna be buying this from a store, just ask them. Say, look, is this rippable? Will this rip? But I think any kind of cotton will. And of course, I'm doing shabby chic colors. You could do anything, any kind of colors that suit your style. You know, if you're farmhouse, you could be doing checkered, and I like to add, what I like to do is add a little bit of pattern and then some plain colors. So I like to mix it up so it gives it a bit of a variety. Okay. And then I just rip, just like that. So I'm just taking the thread and just ripping it. Just like that. And then what I'll do is I'll put this on a pile over here. So it is a little messy, like you will have all these little threads, but you just, I don't know. I actually find it very rewarding. But yeah, you want to be doing something. Either listen to a podcast. That's what I usually do. I don't have a TV, so I'll listen to a podcast, or like I say, if it's at night, I'll put a Netflix series on, or a movie, that kind of thing. Something that you don't have to be watching. You know, you can kind of turn away. You're going to do that for all your material. So I'm going to go and start cutting the rest of this up, because I think we're going to need a little more than what I have. Then I'm going to show you the next step. Okay, so now I have cut out all my pieces. I decided that I was going to have them in this size. Basically, what you want to do is we're going to tie these on here. And then you sort of want them pretty much the same size. If you've got some pieces longer than others, that's okay, because we can always trim it out after. I've got 3 colors. So I've got this, again, was the bed sheet. And this is a material that I got from fabric store. And then this also is an old bed sheet as well. Okay, so we've got these 3 colors. All right, so let's just get to this. So my main color, my main ones are this pinky stuff. What I like to do, this is the easy part, really. The longest time, the most time consuming is ripping them all up. And that's why I suggest for you to do it while you're watching TV or Netflix, okay? And that's it. Now, as we go, as we push along, this will push this up, all right? So see there? So all we've done is we've just tied it on. And I'm going from the bottom up. So I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the outer ring first. And if you're using, like if you see this one here, this is an old bed sheet. You can't tell the difference really between the back and the front. Whereas see this one here, this is material, okay? And you can definitely see the difference. That's okay because it kind of matches the other side that I'm doing, so it's all right. But keep that in mind when you're choosing your material. If you're gonna go to like Hobby Lobby, or if you're in Canada, you're going to Fabricland. Okay, so I've got 4 of these going so far. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch it up. So now I'm gonna put some pink. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 pink, and then I'm gonna take and alternate. Now I'm just taking the plain. And now, I've had these actually for a couple of years. What I do is, now I don't know if I would go, nowadays, it's a little different. I don't particularly like to go and get bed sheets, secondhand bed sheets now. And it's not just with what's going on in the world right now with the pandemic, but it's also with bed bugs. You know, you don't want bed bugs. Now, what you could do is when you get it home, and that's what I used to do anyways, I would get it home and it would go straight into the wash. And I would just like hot wash it, the longest hot wash I could do on my machine. Okay, so see here, see how it's starting to go? It's gonna be so cool. It looks kind of raggy right now, but trust me, this is gonna be neat. All right, get this out of the way. And now I'm gonna go back to my pink. You could go and get like a plain white sheet. You know, it doesn't have to be, you don't want the expensive stuff, but you could go to your plain white sheet and then dye it, right? And then you could buy, you know, say if you had something that you really like, the pattern, at a store. So that's definitely feasible. Okay. This is going to be so pretty. I love Shabby Chic. I really, I kind of like, I like a lot of different styles. I like Shabby Chic. I like Farmhouse. You know, my tastes change a lot from time to time. And that's what's really good about when you're doing this as a business, because as my tastes change, I just, you know, I can find things inexpensively, make it my own, use it until I get bored of it or it doesn't fit my style anymore. It's all good. Now, has anybody ever done one of these before? Let me know below if you have. I do the banners as well. And honestly, guys, the banners are so easy. It's the same thing. You pick the size that you want. You take a piece of twine, you get the corners, you get the length that you want it, and then you just tie it. It's so easy. If you are selling these, they sell pretty good. And seriously, you do it while you're doing something else. You do it while you're watching TV. Time is a little better spent, right? If you're gonna do it as a gift, like a baby shower, right? If someone's having a baby, you pick the colors. You know, a lot of times they do the reveal, you know, if it's a boy or a girl. You could do a boy wreath. I don't see why not. You just do the colors that they're doing the baby room in. So it doesn't, just because I'm calling it Shabby Chic, it doesn't have to mean that it's Shabby Chic. Look at it so far. Now that's just one side. We have to do this side too. Now you could just do, like, you could probably just get the wire from Michael's or wherever your craft store is and just do one. You could do that. So, but this is two, so we're gonna do the two. It just makes it thicker.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
Now, that's the first outer ring. And like I say, you could totally get away with just doing, now this has got this on. You could actually clip this off. I could clip off this right here and remove this whole thing and actually do another one, which is actually probably a good idea, but I don't have anything with me here. But that would be a really good idea. You could get like 2 for 1. So you buy this double, right? So you buy 2, you clip this off, you clip this. Now you've got 2 for the price of 1. I love it. Okay.
If I never figure out where the road goes, even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Okay, so now we've got it all covered, and now I'm just going to manipulate it. And really, the best way to do it is do this. Just back and forth. Rub your hands back and forth so it goes every which way. Okay? So that's it so far. Now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go around and trim up some spots. And just play with it. Pull it all up. it all a little tug. And then push it all together, and you might find some spots that are thin, and then just go ahead and add some more. And I can already feel there are some spots here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a piece of material so it can be hung. Now they could hang it. Technically, you could just hang it just like this. Someone could hang it like that. But I like to add a little piece here. I will get a long piece. All right, so I'm just gonna tie this in a hoop, like a little knot, just like that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna trim off this. I'm gonna trim it on an angle. Okay, and there we go. Isn't that cute?
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
See? And you could even do this. You can I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's just cute. You could go like as a Shabby Chic lion and okay, I'll stop.